Oh my goodness. I almost forgot to do my vlog. It's so, oh my goodness. Whew. I'm working on being better. I'm working on being, being what I need to be. So I'm so glad that I just stopped and was like, no, I need to go ahead and do this. Even if it's just like 3-5 minutes, I need to go ahead and record and post and get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may be a struggle. Sometimes the kids might get you and you're just like, you know what? I don't even wanna. But if you get it out the way and do it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So, and that's what I tell myself every time when I want to do, like, when I feel as though, like, maybe I'm just not in the mood, right? I can't be like that because, and I don't use the word can't a lot. I choose not to because I'm able to do so much, right? Though when it comes to something that I know I'm not going to do or I shouldn't do, I tend to be a little laxed on it. So I can't be judging everything based on a mood because a mood shifts. My mood can shift at any moment, right? So I'm working on doing better and doing things because I need to or because it projects to be something better for me than how I feel, because I can change. And then on top of that, I prove to myself every time, once I get it done, that it makes me feel better because I feel more accomplished. I feel like I did something. I feel like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I did it. Okay, let's go. And then I feel much more enthusiastic to reaching my goal or reaching whatever plan it was that I wanted to do in the first place, based on whatever it is that I was doing, right? So, like, for instance, today for my workout, I woke up late. Actually, I take that back. I did not wake up late. I went back to sleep. We're going to be honest. I went back to sleep. So I set my alarm and everything for 4 o'clock. But throughout the night, I kept getting up because my kids kept calling me. You know what I'm saying? For silly things. Like, one was like, yelled out my name, Mom, just to be like, give me a hug. And she was half asleep. I'm like, what the? You don't think I sleep? You know what I'm saying? This is like freaking 2 o'clock in the a.m. You know what I mean? And then the other twin get up and she's just standing there. I'm like, saying whatever. I'm like, got to walk her back up in there. Like, nah, homie, let's go back to bed. So, I'm running my water. So, I'm like, nah, we about to get a few more zoos and z's, you know what I'm saying? So that I feel a little better, because a lot of times when I wake up in the middle of the night and then I try to go back to sleep, I get groggy, and then that carries on throughout my day, and I'm just like, ugh. So I woke up at 5 instead, and laid in a bed, get myself together, got my mind together, took that time to order a couple things that the house needed, and then my kids ended up getting up, because by the time they woke up, it was like 6 something, because they kept waking up. So of course, when you wake up and go back to sleep, you end up sleeping longer than what you were initially supposed to be sleeping to. So that happened, and then I got up, but because they were already up, there was no, okay, let me work out like I normally do. Because when I wake up at 4 o'clock, I get up, I do my Reiki on myself, I get up, and then I'll change into my clothes and get into my workout. That didn't happen today. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, in my mind, I kept saying, I gotta do my workout. And because I'm really working on being consistent with myself and just sticking to it, so that I can have some results. You know what I'm saying? I can actually have some tangible results. And so I was like, oh, I gotta clean too. Like, I gotta mop and do all the, sweeping in some areas and stuff, because the dust was really bothering me. And I still had the kids. I still had to do breakfast and everything with them. So I took care of them, did what I needed to do with them. And then I went ahead and cleaned because I was like, if I work out, I'm not gonna really want to do much right away. So I went ahead and cleaned, cleaned the bathrooms and all that stuff, especially the girls, because, and then after that, I went to work out. No matter how I was feeling, I went and did it. And then once I did it, I was feeling better. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling sexy. I was feeling like, yes, let's do this. Yeah. Oh. I was feeling myself. So I was happy that I did it. You know what I'm saying? And then I ate. I ate the food that I made, which the greens, I was loving on some greens. But yeah. And now my main thing is just getting back into my diet. I was doing so well before when I was in Vegas, and I had like a system going. I was doing really well. Now I have to reset that system because for a good minute everything was like stifled, and I can be an emotional eater at times. So whenever I felt frantic or I felt stressed out or whatnot, I would eat. Even though it was a quick comfort, I still would do it. And so now I got to get back to it. I got to get my body back to being regulated on how to eat and everything, and getting everything that I normally use when I cook, because I don't even have all that stuff. I had left it, I was like, I'll get a new one, and now it's been a minute, and it's taking time for me to get everything together. Slowly but surely, it's happening, but it's like, okay, I got to get myself back to where I was at so that I can be more regulated with my diet and eat the things that I need to eat in order for the results to be, have some help in making that tangible goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting it to be, but I am, right away. I understand it's going to take work. It's going to take real work. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to get there. It's going to be something. And it's going to let me know, like, keep pushing, keep going. And how I feel right now, I'm like, yeah, you're doing right. You're doing right. I remember the feeling. You're doing right. So it's amazing. I'm really proud of myself. I really am proud of myself. I really am excited. I'm excited to what's to come, and especially because my hand is in it. My hand is at it. So a few more things that I gotta get on target business wise. I gotta start making my my marketing stuff so that I can start posting, because I actually do have 2 ebooks. You know what I'm saying? I have 2 ebooks already made. I also have some digital products that I have. I just need to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? I just need to market so that I can get out there. And on top of that, I craft. I do almost everything craft that I can. But before I got to my Florida, I got drawn to resin, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing some resin stuff for a while, and luckily I thought about bringing that. That was one of the things I actually had room to bring with me, was all my stuff and my kit for my resin. And Spirit just sent me images of things to do, and I'm like, oh, I could be making this, I could be making that. And so I'm like, okay, got it. Here we go. So now I'm working on putting my mind into craft mode so that I can start doing stuff, start making my resin things, jewelry. I have something else I'm going to be making, and then I can get into my shirts. Even right now, I'm excited on talking about it and just getting ready to do some things. And it's just priming myself and disciplining myself. And a lot of times I have to remind myself I can do it. I was in the army, okay? I can do it. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what I was doing in life. You know what I mean? Like, this is nothing. So me training myself and getting my mind back there is something that I definitely know is a challenge, but I'm going to get there. And for those who maybe you not have been in the military, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you didn't have that type of training in your life. But guess what? You had some type of training. if you got through life, if you're at this moment now, you had some type of training because you had to make it to where you're at right now. So whether it was something that you had to teach yourself to survive or teach yourself to know or learn, whether you had people in your life to teach you that, show you something, you had that training. You had exactly what you need in order for you to get to where you got to get to now. Okay? You use that, you help allow it, you allow it to help you build whatever it is that you need to build, what you're trying to build, what you're trying to, how should I say, revamp about you. You use that and you take it. You know what I'm saying? Take it where it needs to go. Sit down, have a talk with yourself. Sit down in silence and have a talk with yourself. You're going to have some challenging talks. You're going to have the difficult talks with yourself. Because if you don't have them, how would you know what you need to do? How would you know what you need to avoid and evade in order for you to get to where you need to get to? How would you know what you need to let go unless you have those talks? It's important to have those talks. It's important to be able to let yourself know and be true with yourself. You have to be real with yourself. Do not expect anybody to be real, honest, transparent, anything like that of the nature with you if you're not going to be that with yourself. People, whatever relationship you have is a reflection, okay? It's a reflection of who you are, all right? You attract a lot of stuff that you need to see. Now, whether you're showing somebody, their reflection, or whether somebody's showing you, your reflection, it still needs to be seen. It still needs to be handled. It still needs to be done. Work on you. Find out what it is that you need to work on. Find out what it is that you need to let go of and make it happen. Because at the end of the day, you write your future. You write what your life is going to be. Whatever you're living at now is based off of what you wanted back then. Think about that. Whatever you said that you wanted, whether you wrote it down, whether you said it out loud, whether you was telling people, whatever you consistently said that you wanted is what it was back then. Now, once you grasp that concept, understand where you're trying to go, you're putting it into play right now. You're saying whatever it is you need to say right now. So make sure you plan that right. Make sure you say what you need to say right. Make sure you work on yourself. So whatever it is that's keeping you back, whatever it is that's making you stress out, whatever it is that's like keeping you from being disciplined and consistent with yourself, leave it here so that it doesn't go with you there. You feel me? Because I had to say that to myself too. That was something that I needed to hear as well. Leave it here so you don't take it with you there. And keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Don't stay stagnant. Stagnation doesn't do anything for you. Now, you can take a rest. You can rest. You know what I'm saying? Get whatever energy you need. Recharge. Regenerate yourself. You can rest. Don't stay stagnant. Don't just stand there. Don't just allow yourself to be in a place to where you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? You're not even thinking. You're not even mentally planning, visualizing. You're not even self-talking. Don't be stagnant. Be resting. Be meditating. For those who don't understand or realize, meditation is also a form of prayer. Be in it. Meditation, you talk to the Most High. You talk with yourself. You speak within the 5D. You get pictures and downloads. Be in that. In rest, you revitalize your body. You heal your body. You heal your mind. And you also get downloads. You also talk to people. You also travel places. Be in that. Don't be stagnant, though. So, yeah. That's my emotion, and that's the mood I'm in right now. Like, I actually I like somebody's page, right? He's a personal trainer, and I won't say his name because I'm not gonna put myself all the way out there, all right? But I follow him. I follow him on Threads, and he actually has clips hurting my head. He actually, the stuff that he be putting on Threads, it. So I'm a sapiosexual. The stuff that he puts on Threads, it intrigues me. Okay, it intrigues me. I be wanting to be in full dialogue, but I don't get that. You don't always get what you want. Nah, darn. But I be wanting to be in full dialogue, right? You know what I'm saying? Just to see where it goes. Just to go. That's also the Pisces in me. And so he posts pictures of how he look and everything. He does. And I'm not gonna lie, he do look good. He looked good. He did very well. He shows his before pictures and his after pictures, and even his after pictures, he has after pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because he has levels to where he's trying to go. He has levels to where he's trying to be, and yeah, he looked good. But because I'm more of a sapiosexual, it's like you look good, but there's other people who are doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Very attractive. It's just that I want to know. What, you know what I'm saying? I want to know. And so I was watching. I went down a rabbit hole. I seen it. I'm just liking pictures. I like the whole thing, his whole feed. I just liked it. You know what I'm saying? I was reading them and listening and stuff, but I just liked it. I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, I was in a zone. But at the same time, it was something that he was adding to my motivation. He didn't motivate me because I'm already motivated. I already motivate myself. I talk to myself. I give myself in a moment. I already motivate myself because I know what I want. I get excited. You know what I'm saying? I have my whys. I recognize my whys. And sometimes it might take me a minute. You know, I might come out and then come back in. But I recognize my whys. And when you motivate yourself, the only thing someone else can do is add to. That's the only thing anybody can ever do for you is add to. Happiness, you got to make yourself happy. So the only thing anyone can do with that is add to it. You know what I'm saying? Someone else, you make yourself sad. You make yourself depressed because you have control of your emotions. You have control of your thoughts, and your emotions are controlled by your thoughts, right? So the only thing somebody can do is add to. No one can make you do anything. You make yourself, you know? So I'm looking at it and I just felt something. I felt a connection, but I felt something. Like it was a link and he added to my motivation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, I just feel my fire just getting hot. Like, let's do this. You know, and I started thinking about my workouts. Like I was just like, yo, maybe you want to put on some, and I got to get some running shoes. I have to get running shoes to run because if I run in what I have, it will my knees are already messed up. I have little to no cartilage between my knees, my leg, my joints, behind my patella, you know, where your femur and your patella, your femur and your fibula meet at. There's no cartilage. Runner's knee, okay, and it pops every time I squat. I just hear it like creak, you know what I mean? And so running like that with not the proper shoes that have the suspense to it does not work, okay? Trust me, it does not work. And I like running, okay? I wouldn't call myself a runner, even though I did cross country in high school. And in the military, we stayed running. You know what I mean? We stayed running before I messed my knees up. I was challenging myself to get to, like, in the military, you have to do for the run test. Women was like at 19 minutes. I was at a 16. So that means I had like an 8 minute. I was like an 8 minute 1 mile, and then I broke it down. And I just kept pushing myself. And then I got it to about where my 2 mile was like 14 minutes. And so my next goal was to get it down to between 12 to 13 minutes before my knees got messed up. And I was just like, so, you know, I always have that itch to try to like work on that and get my 1 mile down to about 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I like running. I just know how I gotta do it right, or I'm gonna be feeling it. So, yeah, as I was saying, because squirrel. He added to my motivation, and I'm just like, yes, yes. I know he's probably gonna see like, this chick is I don't mean no harm by it. I don't want no problem. I don't want no problem. I was just, and I'm not even a fangirl. I really am not the fangirl type. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. For instance, I really am not the fangirl type. Like, I'm somebody that, like, I want to connect. So yeah, if I see something that I like, or that's like intriguing, like really intriguing, yeah, I'm known to go for it. I'm known to put myself out there and see. I'm known to shoot my shot and be like, what's good, you know? And I'm at the stage now where I don't push it. I put it out there, you know what I'm saying? I throw my fishing reel out there, and I let the hook sit with the bait. And then whoever get, you know what I mean? If they don't get it, then I'm going in, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, fishing take a minute. And I'm very patient, especially in this time of my life, especially since I've healed and worked on me, that shadow work, I worked on me. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know what I deserve. So I'll wait. I'll say, like, I waited this long, so what's a little bit longer? You know what I mean? Like, what's a little bit longer? To get what I need and want? What's a little bit longer? I had a lot of other shit. I'm good. I'm over it now. Life was good when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I experienced some stuff. I experienced life as I should. Now I want something else that I have never experienced before, but I know it's good for me. You know what I mean? So I put the hook out there, sit in and see, you know. Always want to start as a friend. Always want friendships first. That creates the strongest bond. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, if you jump into a relationship and there's no foundation, it can fall very easily. You know what I'm saying? It can shatter very easily. Though if you work into a relationship and it has a foundation, then you have something to build upon. And if things go wrong, say termites or something, you know what I'm saying? If it's a good foundation, you can easily get those termites out and rebuild upon that. So friendship is what that strong foundation is. And if you have a good bond, friendship bond, then, you know what I'm saying, all you're doing is adding the romance into it. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. You know, I want something that's real. I want a true connection. And as I said before, I'm a sapiosexual, so I need stimulation of the mind. I really do. Everything else can come. The whole body, that's icing. You know what I'm saying? The sexy body, all that is icing. You know what I mean? Like cake. Icing on a cake is dope. But if that cake don't taste good, fuck that icing, bro. Like, fuck that icing, bro. If that cake don't taste good, you know what I'm saying? You keep that shit. So, yeah. But, did I just talk in a circle? Okay. Yeah. But what I was saying is that, yeah, I shot my shot. I gotta wait and see. And, you know what I mean? I've gotten cues from the universe, you know, to make it do what it do. And I'm going to sit back and see, you know. I did my part. Now the divine has to do its part. And I'm sitting and waiting for divine timing and see what happens. But I'm excited. I'm low-key excited. And if nothing happens from it, then nothing happens from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. You know what I mean? That's how I know I'm excited, because I was not expecting to do a 25-minute vlog tonight. You know what I mean? I was not expecting that. My water is probably like cold already. I was not expecting that. I was really like planning on like a 5 minute, maybe 10 minute. But when I get excited, I get winded. So yeah, this is dope. This is real dope. Well, anyway, I hope that everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. As I said in my previous vlog, I don't really, but I care for people. You know what I'm saying? I care about my people. So if it's what you do, I respect it enough to hope that you had an amazing day and you enjoyed your family and you ate wonderfully and you were able to get that rest and that relaxation that you deserved and you much needed, so that you can get back up and keep on doing it again. I hope you have a safe night. I'm about to call it a night once I get in my shower, with my tub. And I'm going to relax and hopefully crash out soon. I am going to have to do double on my classes because I did not do it today. Yeah, and my eyes are really tight. So there's a chance that my eyes won't stay open during that class. Like I say, I'm still working. I'm working on myself every day. But yeah. Have a wonderful one, loves. Good night.